Pay attention, son. This is for your own good.
Monster movies have always been popular. King Kong, Godzilla, huge spiders and snakes. In biblical times, folks liked monster stories too. Movie making wouldn't be invented for centuries, but horror writing was in vogue, and certain passages in those ancient texts were forerunner to today's horror movies. But instead of King Kong and Godzilla, the Bible had two of its own scary monsters. Today on Transit TV, let's see who they were. The Old Testament mentions two fearsome creatures that could not be defeated by man. Behemoth was a land beast mentioned in the book of Job, chapter 40. He's a gigantic ox-like creature that lived in swamps and had bones as hard as bronze, limbs as strong as iron, and was so huge that his tail was the size of a tree. Behemoth was apparently created before Adam and Eve because one of the verses calls him first among the works of God. In 1430, English poet John Lydgate insulted Behemoth, calling it a rude beast and full of cursedness. Then there was Leviathan, mentioned in the books of Job, Isaiah, and Psalms, as a hideous dragon-like sea monster, often depicted snake-like and eel-like, with a gaping mouth full of fangs that swallowed ships whole. But were these creatures real? Well, to those who read or heard the stories in olden times, they were likely very real since ancient texts were taken literally. More modern scholars today are not so sure. They feel Behemoth and Leviathan were meant figuratively, that the creatures represented concepts and lessons that the writers were trying to convey. Others say the beasts could have been just exaggerations of real animals. For example, Behemoth could have been a raging hippopotamus, and Leviathan a crocodile or even a dinosaur. In modern times, Behemoth and Leviathan have become words in the English vernacular. Both, whether used as nouns or adjectives, apply to anything large and powerful, such as a bureaucracy or a braggart's ego. Try using them sometime, but don't get scared. These days, Behemoth and Leviathan aren't as intimidating as King Kong and Godzilla. I'm the Transit TV teacher, Justin Vyor.